Act 2. I mean, it's like always super, super great, and I can't wait for it, but so close to the new stuff. New content! It's Chrissy! Chrissy. Hey, and Keep. Hey, you're Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy with the hatching season. A lot to do. Yeah. The birds seem to be in a slight uproar. It's like something is amiss. Just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know. They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. It's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yeah. I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So, what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. So, if you guys didn't know, Chrissy is based on a person who knew all about Tavern Talk, even before Tavern Talk existed, and was super, super excited. And this is a story I heard from the devs. And unfortunately, Chrissy was not able to see Tavern Talk come to its finishing conclusion. So Chrissy is forever immortalized in Tavern Talk. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. We are going to give Chrissy a wonderful frosted lagoon. A little bit of strength, a little bit of charisma. And do tax. Ding. Liquid steel, just a little bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyway? Oh, the island of Boreas. I wanted to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is, especially for creatures like sylvan spirits, trolls. Convention is especially for creatures like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure. But you know what I'm most excited about? Gnomes? Gnomes? I've yet to meet a gnome in Boreas. Oh, they're pretty shy, but they craft cute little trinkets. Always wanted to have one for my tavern. If I run into a gnome, I'll buy a trinket for you. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? Geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year when the mornings are still a bit chilly, and the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. It sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet. I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some flowers from berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green-cheeked conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. Can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, you'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow a zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I miss my boat. It's quite the walk to their treehouse. You don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long, innkeep. See you soon. She's so pretty. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told them about Carolyn's quest and the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that. She told me before she left, in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course! We had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the night sky constellations on the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer who knows a lot about the reflections in the pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. Can't wait to learn about how sea mirrors, echoes, and distorts the constellations. But that's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. So, well, what is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather, that Carolyn was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves. Yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you... I like trinkets. Oh, what is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and their twin reflections. I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. Look how cute. I think it could also be a Big Dipper. A Big Dipper? Last time I checked, stars weren't known to be very small. Do you think there's a world somewhere out there with a constellation called the Big Dipper in the sky? There might be. Maybe the Big Dipper is part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. Bear? Innkeep, I think you might be the one dreaming something up now. Most likely. Are you fond of stars? Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I do like to watch them from time to time. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? Astral sea. Really? That's surprising. Then again, you do help people change, just like Cassiopeia. You'll have to give me your birth data soon so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great. Thank you. I think you may be a double jackdaw. Are you? We'll see. We will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Or something more zesty, perhaps? A drink, please. I think I figured out how to make my own zest. Happy to hear that, Fable. But drinks, not sure how to make those just yet, especially those with the right balance. I still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So could you make me something that will keep me awake and agile? Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? Already on it. Thank you. One moment. Swift strike it is. At least Fable is consistent. Like, when you have a drink you like, you have a drink you like. Like, that's just pretty much it. We're gonna do a little bit of an infusion in here as well. We're gonna put some of this fey crystals in because I think that's really cute. 2 dashes of this. Little bit of this. And new tax. All right, and yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Thank you. This delicious. You always know what I need. I think you may also need a break. So maybe stay a while before heading back? Sounds like a great idea. I'll just idle here a bit if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, Green Creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not? Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment, with winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack, I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek. I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps. But it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear. Dear Innkeep, it still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. Southern Brawler it is. Boink. 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 But these aren't normal circumstances. I love how this ooze is still there, right? Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly entitled, The Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and your cape and you will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taking the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her into the market, my sleeve caught on fire. And my hand. And my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did! It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music. And that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time, very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone, but he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me into ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepe with ash sprinkles. Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did. Though, I feel like he asked something of me. Promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape. Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to it. It is my cape after all. Maybe he wanted my Pascha recipe. Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes. You. Me. He asked me about you. Me. Yes, said he was an old friend of yours. He was very curious about your inn, how your inn was doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on a well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace of your precious innkeep has found in his house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. Only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No. I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. Found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. It's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if the memory only lives in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Love Cassiopeia so dearly. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. The refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. Sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning, but maybe celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. You are hard to dislike. Oh, sweet of you. As sweet as my blood. I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There's nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. That makes it all the more precious. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said, what was it? Don't think too hard about it. Oh, of course, the letter. A letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. A sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No. I don't think now is the right time for the letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic? Longingly dwelling on the memories of a friend? You guys can't quite see it here, but the letter appeared over here on the list right here. It appeared on the bounty board right here in the little green letter. So we're going to try to see if we can click on that later. It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks. Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful! They're falling from the sky! Hello, little fireworks! Sparkle on! Those aren't fireworks. Those stars. This is fine. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. Picking up the pieces. The first of the astral moon. It's fine. We love Kyle over Tiff's. This vampire is so good. One of my favorite. One of my favorites. Glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all those repairs. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not too much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. That way, whoever comes in can get at least some taste of normalcy. I think that sounds like a good plan. Just checking all the rumors. All this fun stuff. Infusions. Looks like we can get 3 more infusions as well. Also, potentially 3 more drinks. Interesting, interesting. So we get a little bit of a map. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, there's so much lore here. We will have to look into the lore a little bit soon. So this is Boreas. This is where Christy said that she was going to go. The island group in the west of Fesoa. Because of the Great Western Stream, this area is incredibly hot and humid. Large forests with immensely tall trees can be found all over these islands. This might make for a beautiful view, but also incredibly difficult traveling conditions. As such, no real permanent settlement has been built there yet. Currently, Diria and the mainland are working together on exploring Boreas. During one of their expeditions, one of the islands snatched the nickname Severed Wilds due to its, well, wildness. During Borean nights, one can occasionally see sparkling auroras lighting up the night. There are few things more beautiful. Abandoned Dragon Temple, Magical Lake, ? And the Lonesome Lagoon. There is a lot of lore here. Oh my goodness. Wow. With a name like Boreas, I expected it to be too cold. Same. Honestly, me too. Me too. Interesting. Very fascinating. We will check into that a little bit more soon. All is good. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't wait to play this tomorrow. I hope the Switch version doesn't have any surprise issues. I have full confidence. Innkeeper. Jade. Didn't think you show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again who started that whole brawl. Ugh, no clue actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? I wanted to chat about it maybe, but you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Let's focus on the present. Let's! I didn't come all this way to revel in old times after all. Although, I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. It's some thunder sage. Found it on one of my jobs, but didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. You seem to be speaking from experience. The tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? I guess some say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch. Don't take it too personally. You've still got some of your old... spark? Ish. That's at least something. Not the brightest flame, but funky enough. Thank you. Now, I'd actually like to try one of your fiery drinks. What can I serve you? Something that'll quicken my reflexes. Gotcha. Jade seems nice. We have a new drink called the Sunny Breeze. Delicious sunny breeze will melt your tensions and blow away your stresses, lead to an enhanced charm, focus, and reflexes. It tastes like a pleasant wind flowing through the wood on a warm summer day. Very popular amongst bards and rangers. But we are in need of a swift strike for Jade here. And boink. Turtle! No actual sparks, but perhaps something sparkling. Now that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten in on years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date, checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? Finished up a job in the Sai Plains. Sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants at the edge of the plains. I myself am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes, you gotta eat. But you know how it is. Something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna and... snap! Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zoford from one of the local merchants and decided to take a look. Zoford? The seaport? Yeah. Always considered it a rather calm area. It was. Still is. Sometimes at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So, I went there to deal with some bandits, took their look at their most wanted list and cash out. There was no real challenge though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers of, at the marketplace that is. I don't like sand, it's coarse and gets everywhere, oh my gosh. Her design is immaculate, isn't it? Something about some archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you. I'm not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about missing familiars if no one's going to pay me, you know? course. I was way more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country that my colleagues were mumbling about. So, I came here, and naturally, I couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. I'm doing very well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. Been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Shooting stars? It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. Defense it is. Hello, beautiful women in armor. I was waiting for that. I was like, oh, here she comes. Egg tax. I'm feeling really extremely bisexual on this day. She reminds me of Darkness from Konosuba. Nice. Happy Pride. Please enjoy. Like dragon scales. Sturdy. Strong. Flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. In my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern, but also the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. If the money's right, of course. No thank you. I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else would it have been? You not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling across the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash into Gaia. Rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia help me. What? You know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is Ilithia Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the gilded sea. Is it Alethea? Or Aleithia? Aleithia. Aleithia. Is that right? Devs, please tell me if I'm mispronouncing these names. I want to say them right. But I think it's is it either Aleithia, Alethea, Aleithia. We're gonna go with all these. I'm gonna be switching between a bunch of different pronunciations. Alethea. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Alethea. I fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. Bring justice to those who would bring doom. She worships a dragon. She has my attention. Hi, Digital. Welcome and good to see you. Alethea is the pronunciation I'm getting. Alethea. I'm very aware when something is wrong with the firmament. I always call her Tia. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Alethea. Now, trust me when I tell you this was more than just your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What? I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually, I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her to take her to the carnival in the outskirts of Zenith. We're a just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbors of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice. But what would you know? It's vast, and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. It's the theological term for it. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom when all the hairs on your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, in keep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to you and your tavern. If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. It did. Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues at least to help me start with my investigation. Well, he could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best. Aid those in need. Perhaps find out more about this disaster. Her hair is gorgeous, just saying. Like, this is great. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all of this? Things like this happen all the time. People like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and then you will be happy there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, Innkeeper. Yes, Alethea. I will help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So, I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about all this when I return. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. Sure, if it's like she said and the literal stars fell from the literal sky, then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted to. Are you religious? No. But I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm far more confident to saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid. You work to get paid. And they just get paid without working. Wouldn't say they aren't working. Then what are they doing to help in a crisis like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things. Wishful thinking. Heyo! Greetings, adventurer. Who? Me? You're the only one who entered my tavern, no? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just his standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover any more, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. If it makes you feel better. Hit me and give me something from your repertoire of greetings. How hops it? How what? Hops. What does that even mean? I think it means how's it going. Ah, cool. Wait, are those tattoos? Oh, they look so cool. Thanks. These are my bones, actually. Double whoa. What's your name? Who are you? Tell me everything. Jade. You? Inigo. Cool name, Jade. Can I seal it? What? What? I'd prefer if no one stole anything. Drinks. Got it. Can I have a drink then, if I can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything? What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery? No, that wasn't... Never mind. A slippery worm. Coming right up. 1 swift strike coming up. What does this do? Gives me double... Oh, it gives me double intelligence. Nice. 1 of these. 1 of these. And fill it up with the dexterity. I go and do. Boink. No worms, but perhaps it'll suit your tastes. Wow! This is amazing. This is great. Amazing, even. Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Don't look at me like that. I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who, me? Who else? Cory! Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo! It's short for corruption. Ah. No, I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. But most of the time I'm from Avalon. Most of you is from Avalon. Oh, an Avalonian? Native born or by ancestry? Native! Duh. Huh. Interesting. I find it pretty lame, TBH. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah! I mean, not really, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Theft, identity fraud, all's goody-goody with me because I can be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they all see through that game very quickly. I see. Changeling, then? Yes! And I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone I'll come for you. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So, what brings you in here, Nico? This and that, you know. Zenith seems like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by that giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts. I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. Did you admire the wrecked ruins that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern, innkeep? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and... Yep. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. That someone's not me. Me neither. That someone could be you. Me. Nah. Absolutely not. I don't get involved with these sorts of things. Ever. Who am I to fix other people's problems? Are they gonna pay me for it? Not enough, that's for sure. You work for nothing, and in the end, no one thanks you for it. Heroism is an unprofitable art form. If you're unlucky, you'll even get in trouble for destroying someone's property. And that, after you just fought tooth and nail to save a village from eternal damnation. Or something like that. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but... Say, Nico, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? No way. Their self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Arrowvay. They were nice, but too nice, you know? Know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they were headed somewhere north. Didn't really listen, didn't care. But it was nice to them too, you know. Charmed some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around the fire, drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe. Full on robes and magic type of guy. Kept on going about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh. Why him? No. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry, mythology isn't really my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Fraud! Checks out. So, Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about the start of something terrible. Tattered wings tainted the gilded sea and dark shades of misery, leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How did you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of Dalwell Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zulford. Thought the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Hey pros, welcome in. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. He also read that from his tea leaves. Wow, seems like this guy was a real psychic. I guess. Divination magic can be a powerful tool. Tea leaves said, the wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell. Dalwell? So it really could be true. What? It sounds like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Painted gilded sea, shimmering void. Metaphors for a starless sky. If the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard in Zulford. Happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. How else? No idea. I just thought he was babbling. With everything that's been happening recently, I think you might have been onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Perhaps no one would pay them for it. Or their other job paid better. Maybe they didn't want to be held responsible for any possible repercussions. Maybe they just realized they can't save everybody. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this and were just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them. LOL. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, innkeeper. Indeed, Aniko. But not for long. I'm getting bored, and I'm broke. So you're going to look around town. Surely some people don't need their shiny things anymore. Good luck finding someone to help with that. Good luck finding someone to help. That definitely isn't me. So far, I haven't been disappointed by the others. You know how to never ever get disappointed? How? Never have expectations. Could have figured that one out. New quest. Ooh, let's see. Plum crepes, psychic wizard, undead snails, spectacle last night, archmage, slight unrest, zenith is in shambles. Let's try this. I'm literally just doing it by the colors. The zenith is in shambles after star rain last night. The crater left the city center carved a destruction that crippled through the town. Spectacle last night left a mark on Fasoa, Not everyone agrees, but a cleric of Cassiopeia claims it was something seriously sinister. A psychic wizard foretold the star fall in their teacup. Apparently, it's just a fragment of calamity that can be traced back to Dalwell. There's a slight unrest in Zoford. Twinkle, twinkle, deadly stars. The beautiful yet disastrous starfall left Zenith in shambles. The city and surrounding farmlands are destroyed, and some people are left homeless. A mere meteor shower wouldn't leave the entire night sky empty. So exactly what happened? Is it a harbinger of something more ominous yet to come? Whatever it may be, it's said that a fragment of this calamity can be traced back to Dalwell, an island in the south of Fasoa. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. 6, A New Dawn, 2nd of the Astral Moon. Start. Yeah. Innkeep. Rhea? You got any new lines for me? Perhaps, but I'll only trade them for new ones of your own. Make me a drink. I had a long night. Wanna tell me about that? No. I get it. You need some stamina first. What I need is some defense to ward off your questions. I'll go check and see if I serve that. Defense is... I wonder if they'll ever ask for like anything specific. Like, we like that one, give us that one. Boink. Boink. Undo. Get it? Because it means undo. I was told that joke by the devs last time, and I was like, oh, I get it now. Ding. Sounds good, ukulele dude. Some defense to keep your favorite innkeeper at bay. Who says you're my favorite? I might be after this. I might be after this drink. I might be after this drink. Fair enough. Climbing up there. I'm very happy to hear that. Now, I've got a question for you. You think you can handle that? I will try my very best, Mrs. Frostgrip. Miss. My bad, Miss Frostgrip. I just thought since you're such a catch, keep it to yourself. Right. It's Kyle here. I was looking around around town, but not a single lad or lassie has seen him. Thought we maybe got crushed by a fallen star. Worried? No. I see. I think he should be waking up about... Rhea! There he is. Oh, I missed you so terribly. I thought you died, or worse, abandoned me. I thought the terrible fathoms of time had taken a new friend from me yet again. I'm fine. Are you sure? Aye. Can you see her too, Innkeep? Yes, very much so. Dragons! So she's not a dream, nor a fragment of the past. I'm very happy you're not dead, Rhea. Thanks. Would you like to see the gift I bought you? Gift? Gift? When I was at the market all by myself, missing you terribly, I found these gorgeous earrings that reminded me of you. Ah, I'll help you put them on. Wait, are those suns? Yes, because your friendship lights up my undead life. What do you think? I like them. They match me other jewelry and the craftsmanship is decent. You mentioned you like leatherback clasps. I do like them. When did I say that? Not sure. At some point. Or maybe I dreamed it. That is very likely. Speaking of dreams, I had the strangest dream about the stars falling down the other day. They crashed into Gaia like a rain of fire. Or beautiful fireworks. There must have been something wrong with my drink. Anyhow, Rhea, where did your slime go? It was washed away by the falling stars. The rain of falling stars. Oh. So the empty night sky wasn't a dream? No. Guess Cassiopeia couldn't carry it all anymore or something. Incredible. So it wasn't one of your strange drinks, Enkeep? Does that mean I can drink another one without a vision of falling firmaments again? Worth a try? Then I would like to try. Preferably something that will make me strong enough to lift a star. Just in case I would like to. I'll see what I can do. He likes his strength drinks. The Southern Brawler is the only one that is heavy on the strength. Isn't he a peach? He's so cute. Give Andy a little bit of that intelligence. Bing! Yeah, my best attempt at supporting your star lifting career. Oh, this is delicious. Do you think a molten star would taste like this? No. Perhaps. So, what do you two think about that star rain? It was very bothersome. I had to look for shelter on my way back from the Rockwell caves. They better hurry and clean it all up. You got somewhere to be. Still have to get to the vampire to Beruvia before I can get my hands on that gold. Who? You. Oh, splendid. I haven't been in Beruvia in quite some time. I cannot wait to see it again. But until then, I can search for other materials. Better ones even. Isn't going to happen by sitting around. Are you collecting loot for your dragon horde? What? No? What in the world do I look like? What in the world do I look like a dragon to you? They are masters of disguise. What about you, Innkeep? Am I a dragon? You are? No, I'm afraid not. But you smell so primordial. Lord, we smell primordial. Thank you. If you're not a dragon, Rhea, what do you need materials for? Decorations? Ingredients? Don't you worry. I'm not trying to steal business away from you. They're for crafting. Like for friendship bracelets? No. For weapons. You're going to war? But I just got you back! I'm not going to war. Won't see me fighting for anyone but myself. You a blacksmith then? I am. And I'm looking for the right material to smash the next all-heart competition. I'm going to travel all the way to the caves of Ur for that one. That's so far. Can I come with you? Sounds very exciting. I hope you'll come back to show off your creation once you've won. I'll think about it. How are you feeling about the stars having relocated, Kyle? It's fascinating. You think so? Yes! Now that I know that it was not a dream, the implications are dazzling. Yesterday, when I was looking out into the night, I could see nothing but darkness. But then, I stared at the sedating nothingness. I could see an astral hairfish hopping across the sky. Its sparkling tail left a gleam of light in its wake. It was followed by more of its kind, like a pack finding a place to rest for the impending sunrise. With the light of the stars blinding me, I would never have been able to see such a spectacle. And you still thought you were dreaming? I thought the stars had just gone into hiding. We all do that sometimes. I would love to know how they're doing on Earth. They must be enjoying the new atmosphere. Possibly. Speaking of exciting, have you had a chance to peek at that letter of yours, Innkeeper? I'm afraid not. Either way, how exciting. You know, this world never ceases to amaze me with its natural wonders. This was by no means a natural wonder. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. Who are you? The Wonder Police? I am Alethea Anwar, High Cleric of the Aperture and chosen of Our Lady of the Endless Light. I have returned to this establishment to investigate the tragedy of the Starfall. Not one of those protagonist types. Innkeeper, I'm happy to see that you were able to collect more information for my research. I'm grateful for your help in these trying times. At your service, Miss Anwar. What are these times trying? Me, and the wonderful people of Asteria. An empty night sky is no laughing matter. This must be taken care of swiftly. I guess it's empty every time of the day now, actually. How does that not worry anyone? We have other things to worry about. And if these sort of things stopped happening, this babbler would be out of a job. Indeed. I find it very exciting. That is somehow even more worrying. Say, are you a vampire? I'll pull myself over here. There we go. Are you a vampire? What else would he be? I am indeed. This is also very exciting. Do you have any affiliation with Marrow Castle? What is a castle? Why are you asking? While I was seeking shelter from the calamity, I came across a young echo with a gloomy temperament. It appears he got into a harrowing fight with the vampire of Marrow Castle. Some of his wounds were quite grave. I'm just making sure that he will not try to take vengeance here. I don't have the heart for vengeance. Or the memory. We should play a round of memory. This is no time for games. You know what time is it? Time for me to figure out what is going on and save the people of Asteria from their impending doom. Let me guess. Are you there often? Of course. After all, as a seraph and cleric of Cassiopeia, it is my duty to protect this world from anything that would cause it harm. It comes quite naturally to me. Well, I like your unwavering sense of self-importance. Thank you. I like your earrings. Thanks. So, what are your next steps for saving us citizens? Well, your rumors are all over the place, which is good. That means there is a lot to look into. Still, I would have appreciated a bit more organization. My bad. I will start my investigation on Zenith and Themis. Have a closer look at the wreckage caused. Maybe examine the rubble more closely. Perhaps it harbors hidden clues. Once I have found what's going on, I will put a stop to it. Stars have already fallen, lassie. Not a lot you can do for them. Then I will make sure nothing like this can ever happen again. Perhaps Cassiopeia can even be healed. It is imperative for the order of this world that she herself does not fall. Couldn't agree more. I know you've got this under control, Miss Anwar, but how would you feel about a little drink to boost your spirits? You have a long investigation ahead of you after all. If you're offering, thank you kindly. Can I get you? It depends on the approach I decide to take with this. I could focus on the investigative aspect, really dig my heels into connecting the threads, analyze the situation, find hidden clues, speak to the locals and those affected. Of course, I would have to do so strategically. Without the right approach, this plan would fall apart. And perhaps I would need to inspire bravery in others to care about my cause. On the other hand, who knows who caused this? If I focus too much on theory, I may not be in the right condition to fight whomever I encounter. But you will be able to talk to them. That's always much more entertaining. Not everyone can be reasoned with. In such a case, I should be able to properly defend myself, especially if something similar should threaten to occur again. I need to be prepared for even the worst case scenario. I could offer you some Phoenix chilies. Who knows what you will encounter, but burning stars are best avoided with a hint of fire resistance. Sounds reasonable. So either it's the right balance between intelligence and inspiration, or the ultimate fireproof defense. I'm not yet certain which path I should walk. You should trust the innkeeper with it. He always has the most wonderful solutions. Just this once I shall. I'll make sure not to disappoint. Oh boy, we have a choice. We can do an intelligence infusion with a little bit of strength, or a defense infusion with a little bit of fire resistance. I really like, just because we haven't done it yet, the Sparkly Nebula. We haven't touched this one yet. And this was the highest intelligence one. Oh, yeah, it's the highest intelligence one that we got. So the Sunny Breeze could also do a little bit because it's charisma based, but we'll do the Sparkly Nebula. With a little bit of an infusion as well. So with some Thunder Sage. We'll do that. Little bit of charisma here. Sparkling Nebula. Wow, it's so sparkly, right, Andrew? We got an achievement. Ding. Next one. Turn it off. There we go. I think perhaps the strategic way is the best approach. After all, you wish to help people, not fight them. That is very true. How pretty! This is an excellent drink. Already coming up with a 38-step plan. Perhaps we should start at the nearby Gaia Temple. I heard it was unfortunately an impact site. The local acolytes will be sure to offer assistance. Sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you for your effort in helping this world, Innkeeper. Always happy to be of service. Say, Miss Holy Spirit, those fallen stars, are they still intact? They crashed into the ground, so no, they are not intact. Were they pulverized? Not fully, no. Would you say that fallen stars make for an interesting type of material? For what? Yes! They would be certainly rare. Need any help on that holy mission of yours? I know a thing or two about rocks and the like. Could give you some insights on those impact conditions. Can't say I'm an expert in geology, though I feel like I could make an educated guess. Nevertheless, sure. I would very much appreciate your assistance. Great. I'm in. Me too. Do you know about geology as well? Or astronomy, perhaps? I know about astrology. And this all sounds very exciting. I've been terribly bored waiting for Rhea to come back. This will greatly aid me on the mission of curing my boredom. Well, I do like the help. That is very kind of you. This is a very interesting party. I know. You don't have to come along. Of course I do. Could you imagine if the stars fell down again? What if one crushed you? I need to stay close by so I can catch it. I don't think you could. The stars already fell, Kyle. Done deal. What about the ones in the primordial sea? What if it floods us with all of its mirrored stars? Unlikely. I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm going on this adventure with you, and with you, Miss Alethea. Right. Wonderful. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let us not waste any more time. Thank you for your aid, Innkeep. I shall return with conclusions and perhaps even mended firmaments. I'm looking forward to hearing of your heroic deeds. Sometimes the most dysfunctional party can do the greatest things. True, Braden, true. Rhea asking the right questions. True, Rivia. True. It's like, I want to get that star. How exciting. Ugh. Wish me luck. Good luck. I hope you find suitable materials. Me too. Welcome in, Metal Wolf. Good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. So we sent off an adventuring party to go do some investigating. Oh! Hello? Hello. I would like your finest drink, please. A drink, you say? What do you have in mind, miss? Melina. But Melly is fine. It's short for Melina. I see. Well then, Melly, what kind of drink would you like? Something tasty. Something that will give me new fun ideas and some Thunder Sage. I don't have any money, but I got something to barter for the drink. You don't need to pay, but I want to. It doesn't feel right otherwise. All right, fine with me. What do you have for me? Oh, thank you very much. We got a golden feather. Wait, where did that pop up at? Wait, where is it? Interesting, interesting. Now I can accept the drink. We got a golden feather. Can we use this for something? Very well. Let me see what I can do. Okay. We finally met Melly. And they want it with Thunder Sage as well. So we'll give a sparkly nebula. Give them some ideas. One of these, some charisma. And a little bit of a sparkling index. Yep, infused with some Thunder Sage here. She's so cute! Some new fun and sweet ideas coming right up. This is perfect. I'm already feeling the energy of new hijinks running through my veins. Thank you. This is a really nice tavern. I think I'm gonna hang out here for a bit. I need a break from my investigations. Can I pet your familiar? No, he's quite antsy when he hasn't been fed. I'd worry for your hands. Okay. Zephyr got bit up. Drink, please. Sure thing. With what type of ingredients? Preferably some that will wake my bones up. Feel dead. Slow. Capable of forming words. Like an undead banana slug? No. More like a spectral starfish, I see. Can I have a drink? Of course. I'll trade you one for a trinket. I did promise one of those. You did? Oh, there it is. Here. As requested. Mm-hmm. Are you going to tell me what this is, or should I guess? Are you going to tell me what this are you going to tell me what this is, or should I guess? Yes. An ordinary kitchen knife. It's a ritualistic dagger. But purely hypothetical, I could use it as a letter opener. Suppose. Though I don't think I'd use it that way. Who knows whose blood it has seen. Anyway, will that suffice? Or do you want me to go back and look for something even more extravagant? Neuter corpse dust? This will do just fine. I'll find a fitting place for it on my wall. Good. I fulfilled my part of the trade. Now it's your turn. Ah, that's right. I promised a drink in exchange for a trinket. One moment. Let's see if I have something that will bring your words back to you. The boy has his favorites. We can give him a sunny breeze! That also has full charisma. We haven't made one of these yet. Brand new drink. Wait a second. Wait. Oh boy, we get to use infusions with this one. 1, 2, 8, 3, 4, 5, right? Hang on, let's see here. So I might need to put this in here. Okay. There we go. To ritually open letters, absolutely. In exchange, a ritualistically prepared drink. Just for you. Perfect. Almost worth stealing. Let's keep it at almost. Who bit you? A vampire. Why? Because we were fighting. Why? Because I stole a cape. But you're not wearing a cape. It's another vampire's cape. Was hired to retrieve it. She got in the way. So you killed her? Yes. Why? Because she tried to eat me. Probably because you broke in. Was it the vampire at Marrow Castle? Yes. Oh, I heard that one is scary. Was she scary? No. Were there lots of traps? Yes. Did you trigger lots of traps? No. You're lying. What kind of traps were there? Where are your parents? Dead. Well, okay. Damn. Right in the gut, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. It's already been this many years since they died. Just kidding. I can count. It's been 7 years. So I was only 3 when they disappeared forever. I don't remember a lot about them. But I already solved their murder, so it's okay. Did you avenge them? No. They got eaten by zombies. And the zombies got eaten by a T-Rex. Not a lot left to avenge. That's interesting, Melina. Yeah, right? I think it's a very cool origin story. It is indeed. Melina. Is that your name? Yes. But you can also call me Melly. That's my undercover name. Then you shouldn't be telling it to people. It's okay. You seem very nice. What's your name? Blaze. Is that his name, innkeeper? No. I knew it. He doesn't look like a Blaze. More like a Thomas or a Dave. You need to come up with a better fake name next time, or you'll never cut it, kid. Just kidding. Blaze is fine. I shall call you Blaze. So, Blaze, tell me more about that vampire killing. Did you give alcohol to that 10-year-old? It's a tavern. Duh. I would like to hear about it as well. Fine. But I don't feel comfortable with the kid being here. Excuse me? I'm the greatest detective of our generation, and I can handle your PG vampire story just fine. Thank you very much. We are not of the same generation. It's just a fancy way to say, of all time, Blaze. I won't be held responsible if anyone calls Child Protective Services on you. To bring me where? To my parents? Right. How about you just tell us how you ended up fighting the vampire? And more importantly, defeating her. You did defeat her, right? Do I look dead to you? A little. The journey to Marrow Castle was simple. I encountered some of her horrid creatures along the way. Their maws were full of so many teeth, counting them would have taken my entire lifetime. How long is an echo's lifetime anyway? Do earth echoes live longer than fire echoes? I don't know. Does the primordial sea make you age slower? I don't know. I've never been there. You're an air echo, right? Do you swim in the sea or do you float through it? I don't swim. But then how can you visit the primordial sea? I don't. I live in Gaia. I have no desire to move to another plane nor to analyze my lifespan. Perhaps we can return to your recap. Right. Lady Evelyn's monsters of terror. Their teeth could not pierce my armor of ice and more ice. My strength was no match for them. You're not wearing any armor. It melted. It does that. Side effects of the vampiric ingredients. What? What? So you made it to the castle and then you fell into her traps? Hi, Sunny. Welcome and good to see you. Welcome back, Lady D. Hope you're having a good day, Sunny. Happy Wednesday. Or her pond? Neither. Both. Nevertheless, I finally made it inside after clashing with the living gargoyles at her gates. I knew that trying to sneak around and find the cape anywhere other than in her presence was pointless. So, I made my way straight to the colossal ballroom where she was already waiting for me. I was covered in mirrors, displaying only myself and the cape that had been flung carelessly over a cello chair. What a nice reception. It was malevolent. Her fangs were gleaming in the flickering candlelight of her chandeliers. And her mocking greeting was full of malice and bloodlust. We both knew why I was there. And we both believed we were the one who would walk away with blood on their hands. Her hands are surprisingly clean. I washed them in the river. Almost got crushed by a star in the process. Knocked me right into the armor of some strange seraph woman. She gave me a lecture on fighting the undead without divinity. As if vampires don't have divine origins themselves. But she mended my wounds, so... Most of them. The fight was brutal. We broke many mirrors, many bones. I was sure she wouldn't relent, so I tried to tire her out until daybreak. Then suddenly her fangs were on my arm, draining the blood from my veins. While she regained her strength through the life she was stealing from me, I felt the doors of Tuat open before me. But my own strength didn't completely leave my body. Not yet. I used my last ounce of slowly fading consciousness to break an ice spike off my armor and pierce it straight through her wicked heart. It melted in my hands as her body slowly turned to ash. And at last, the cape was mine. Well done. That sounds like a fight worth bleeding for. I shall carry it with me forever. Couldn't you have just asked her for the cape? No. Why not? I'm a rogue. I don't ask. I take. So you're a thief? Yes. That's great. I need someone to mentor me in thievery. You'd be perfect for that. I thought you were a detective. I have many talents. I'm not teaching you anything. I'm not a babysitter. And I'm not a baby. You're the size of one. All right, let's stick with the vampires for now. I'm curious. Where did you find that dagger? She had it on her, attempted to strike me with it several times. It fell to the ground when she crumbled into dust. I picked it up out of respect for the fight she put up, a memory of a battle well fought. Did her clothes also turn to dust? Yes. So she left nothing else behind? Nothing but the dagger and the wound on my arm, and the vial of blood. Vial of blood? Yes. It seemingly was able to resist the destructive force of her undoing, and the destructive force of hitting the floor. Weirdly enough, it also had a label on it. It read, "Blood of the First Vampire. Mike." Mike. It was a deeper red than I had ever seen and almost seemed alive. What a strange thing to have on you. Maybe she thought you were planning to steal that too and wanted to protect it with her life. Which she did, I guess. It certainly sounds valuable. Are you going to pawn it? No. I left it there. Put it back in its display case. I have no interest in blood vials or vampire mythology. Now, how do you know vampires are divine? Common sense. You don't strike me as someone with a lot of that. Well, it seems like the quest was completed successfully. Thank you, Blaze. You did a good job. I'm lucky I survived once more. One more bite and I never would have made it out alive. Did you think you might die? When you took the quest, I mean. It's always a possibility. Then why would you go? Death is inevitable. Such is life. At least you found the cape. I'm sure that other vampire will be happy to have it back. I don't care. I just did my job. Speaking of which, Melly is right. Kyle will be very happy to have his beloved cape returned. Could I extend the quest to include a speedy delivery? After the day I've had? Not enough blood left in your bones? Don't think any blood is in my bones. Not usually. Fine. I'll do a direct delivery just this once. Where can I find this Kyle? Last I saw him, he left with Rhea to aid a certain cleric in her investigations. I'm sure you recognize her. Not her again. Where are they? Uncertain. Try looking around Zenith. Can't have gotten far. What are they investigating? The Star Rain, from as far as I know. That's what I was investigating. We should go talk to them. We can exchange notes. I already drew a map of all the impact sites on Zenith. Maybe they can help extend it further, or even find the culprit of this curious incident. Come on, Blaze. We have to go and find them for your cape and for my notes. I'm going alone. You do whatever. I don't need a sidekick. Wait for me! See you soon, Innkeeper. See you soon, Melly. I love her. Must protect.